Hello everyone, it's Sean, and I'm here to take a look at the different parts for the Enterprise, the 537 scale Enterprise, and compare them to each other. So the first step is, of course, to get the scissors so that I can open up the Lake Monster detail parts, because those are the ones that are really important. And that's going to make sure that they're in their own Ziploc bag here. So first of all, these parts they have their own instructions. Now I'm not sure I have the Lake Monster Rec Room parts. And if you look at the back of the saucer section, you will see there are no incorrect windows. So you could put on the proper decals. You don't have to carve anything out. It's right here where you want to test those parts. But the first step, of course, is to make some comparison pictures, comparing the Lake Monster parts, which are a creamy gray, with the other parts that are not a creamy gray. Now, you look at this weird deflector dish here. Now, give me 1 second. Okay, so there's the bridge, there's the sensor dome. Here's the deflector dish. So you basically have the clear insert, and you have that. I'm sure I do hope it shows how to assemble these pieces. Oh, there we go, yes. Good. Now you're not trying to, these are clear. Those are impulse engines. So really, the only parts I'm planning to use right away are these ones. And of course, you've got the windows. But I'm going to focus on the parts that are different. All right, so you have the, all right, good. There we go. So you have the Lake Monster bridge versus the part bridge. So you see this is much smaller. You have the 2 turbolift domes, and you have, what else have we got here? A much more accurate side pallet. And if we look at the back, we see, oh, look, see, it's a integrated piece. That's perfect. Okay, so that's comparing those parts. Then you compare the 2 sensor domes. So if you take a look at the Lake Monster part, you'll see how those side things are way in. You see how the sensor dome is actually a little bigger. That's the main difference. And it's a bit sharper of an angle. Now, let's see if we can, and then one more thing before I test fit it on the bottom saucer. You have a Lake Monster part, and you have a Lake Monster part and a kit part. Now the kit part already has that blue light integrated, but as you see, this has the grill work. If you use your hand as see the grill work. So that's good. Now, let us take a look at the bottom saucer with the sensor dome installed. So first we're going to compare it to the sensor dome of the kit part. So it's like this. There's 2 pegs at the bottom. So it's basically like that. Okay? Kind of. So take a picture of that. And then you compare the Lake Monster. The pegs are a little higher. So then, now we should theoretically peg should still fit in place. And they do. Now you're not going to snap it in place, you're just going to set it in place and take the picture again. So that's just a brief comparison of the pieces. You're not going to need a separate bag for the Lake Monster parts after all. Alright, so that's, but you'll put the guide back in place, of course, like so. What is that? What is that tiny little piece? Dorsal extension. After connecting the primary hull to the connecting neck, glue the resin wedge extension in the front. Okay. Planetary sensor array. I'm not lighting it. Now you could do the resin windows, but since these parts are smooth, you don't need to remove them. So you're fine. Now, these lighted parts are for the side of the saucer section. I mean sorry, not the saucer section, the shuttle bay doors. And you know you already have a shuttle bay door part for the from the kit itself, complete with, if my memory's right, little red, see those dots? They can be red. Okay, so now we put the Lake Monster parts away. But there is one more thing I want to try before I put them away. Be a fair comparison if you don't compare it to the actual bridge. So, first, you put on the other bridge piece right here. And of course you're going to have to punch through here, but you know, the bridge piece fits around about like that. So there is the kit bridge piece. Then you put on the Lake Monster kit piece, like so, with its properly in scale light, and you get that. So this kit is going to get the upgrades of the Lake Monster parts. And look, this is what I do with the parts that came off their sprue tree. You label them. On the inside, it's quite a strong connection. Now you don't know if it would be such a strong connection if you put it onto the secondary hull, of course. There's the secondary hull. That'll have to wait till later. I don't have the room to show it today.